feel that thing that's beating in your doggone chest right now? Can you feel that? Can you feel what's about to happen on this field, man? Let's go.
Hello everybody, and welcome to This Week in Madden, presented by Madden Bible. I'm your host, ZFarls, and today I'm going to talk to you about Madden and what's going on in the community. So coming up next Friday is the big release of Madden. We have plenty of GameStops doing midnight releases. The demo came out last week, and as we know, it was received pretty well by the community. So overall, I think that this year's game is going to be pretty good. Now let's get into some of our breaking developments. As you can see here, we have a preview for the new demo and also the upcoming game. This is on the Xbox Live Marketplace, so it's free. Just click on it and it will download. You can watch it. It really shows some of the new features such as online franchise. Now here's some of the highlights of that video.
So the franchise experience is designed to be played with up to 32 people, and those can be human opponents or AI opponents. And the great thing is, if you all play within the same division or conference, you're more likely to play games against your friends. And I think it's a very flexible experience. A lot of options there for the commissioner to make sure the experience is fun for everybody and the experience continues to move along.
Madden offers a couple of different options for participating in the online franchise drafts as well.
You can actually participate in the draft from the web or from the actual console itself all at the same time. So if you've got half the league from their console, half the league from the website, it all works.
Well, Phil, that's certainly big news for the community. I would really like to use the web franchise draft. I think that it's always been one of the best features in Madden and something that Madden Bible thinks has added tremendous replay to the game. Fantasy draft is always something different in real life than it is in Madden. People have arguments all the time in real NFL about whether or not who you would take first. Would you rather have Manning or Brady if you were picking first? Well, you know what? They're never going to reset the teams. So in Madden, it's your chance to take the franchise with your reins, build the type of team you want. Do you want a running team, or are you going to take Steve Hutchinson in the third round? Maybe, because nobody else is. So if you want to build the type of team and take all wide receivers with your first 5 picks, you can do that. So I really like fantasy drafts for that reason. Madden Bible will be having their own fantasy draft league where we sim, which creates a lot of seasons in a short amount of time. And it's a lot of fun because you really get to pick some of your cool players in the draft and then see how they develop without you playing them. It's also a good way to have a little bit of randomness in the game. That way users who are the best on the sticks can not dominate everybody, but it's kind of like more the GM style of the gameplay. So this is great news for the Madden community. I'm excited to see this mode in action. In other news in the community, GameStop had an exclusive demo which gave you 5-minute quarters. You may have seen the commercial, which featured Larry Fitzgerald and Troy Polamalu. It was pretty cool. This demo gave you exclusive 5-minute quarters, and instead of the Cowboys and Giants with the free demo, you received the Super Bowl rematch, which was pretty good. Now, one thing that Madden fans have noticed is that the game speed has slowed down. Now, the word is that the final version will contain faster gameplay. So if you were worried about that and you felt it was a little too slow, you're okay. I think that the final version will be pretty good. As always, if you have any more thoughts on the subject, please visit the forums at www.maddenbible.com and then click forums. I think you'd be pleased to hear some of the demo talk. In other demo news, rocket catching still seems to be in the game. Now, it doesn't seem to be as successful as last year, and I don't think crow routes will dominate like they did. However, it's still a little disheartening that it was one of the main things that they wanted to get out for tournament players. And while you can still do it, I guess you can never really actually get rid of it. So as long as it's ineffective, while I don't think offenses will be built around it, I still expect to see it on a small level. So you never know, and this is obviously not the full version of the game. Now, the tournament scene has seen a lot of changes in the upcoming few weeks, with the start of a tournament on August 29th in Dallas. This will be the first tournament hosted by Major League Gaming and EA Sports combination. Now, this is big news for the community because it's going to really put gamers on a main stage. I feel that, in the end, this will either put Madden into the forefront, where we'll start to see big things develop for the community, or it will really just squash it. The one good thing about the EA Sports tournaments before Major League Gaming was that you had a lot more players coming to play in the tournaments. Everyone thinks they're the best at Madden, but if Major League Gaming wants to say that people aren't necessarily, they're only going to limit it to the good players, that kind of takes away the fun for the majority of the community who always felt that they could compete. So it'll be interesting to see where that goes. If you need further information on the Major League Gaming tournament and also want to follow up-to-date stories about the community, go to www.gytnews.com, and we have Glenn who will take it all in from the Madden scene and be able to give you up-to-date news, stories, and results. So be sure to follow Get Your Tournament for all your Madden tournament news. Thank you. Now this is one feature of our show that I think will get a lot of influence from the community. We have what's hot in Madden and what's not hot this week. So for episode 1, we'd like to say what's hot. What's hot in the Madden community this week is VG Sports releasing all 32 plus Madden playbooks to the community for free. If you follow the link that I will provide to you, you can see all 32 and the non-team specific playbooks for free to download to a PC or a Mac. This will give the advanced gamers a head start on seeing which playbooks have the best formations and plays to develop an offense. I would really like to give a shout out to VG Sports and say good work on this in releasing it to the Madden community for free. This will only help build your brand, and you guys have clearly put together some of the best guys with Prima games that come out for Madden. So that's what's hot in the Madden community this week. One thing I'd like to say that's not hot in the Madden community is Major League Gaming. Now, hear me out here. I really like that they're going to take a step. They've partnered with ESPN and EA Sports to bring us the best in the Madden community. But what's not hot about that is the limited locations, scant details, and hearsay about what's true and what's not true in the community. Hopefully Madden 10 will be the type of game that creates an even playing field for all users. Unlike Madden 09, which didn't really take much skill with fullback dives and rocket catching. If Madden 10 can step up to the plate, and MLG can deliver more sites, better players, and the ability for everybody to play in tournaments, I feel that they can finally get on the hot and Madden list. But until then, I would like to find out more information about dates, locations, news, who will be playing, how much it will cost, and where it will be broadcast before I determine whether or not they'll end up being a hot or not. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I have another hot or not for you for Madden Week 1. Let's talk about the Madden 10 demo. Was it hot or not? I'd have to say overall the Madden 10 demo was hot. It gave us a nice taste of the game, got us ready for football, and really showed us 4 different teams that we were capable of using. The Thunderbirds look great for pregame intro, and the presentation looks to be solid. But you know what's not hot about Madden 10 demo? The GameStop code. Just to get 5-minute quarters, which were accelerated by the way, you had to go and reserve at GameStop. Now EA Sports has been partnering with them for other demo early codes, such as the Fight Night Round 4. Now these are 2 huge companies that have partnered together, and they're really not helping the community any. I mean, they could have given us this maybe if you had a gold subscription or something like that. But instead, they took kind of the corporate way out and delivered us with an accelerated clock nonetheless, and they made you go in and get it. So, the good thing about GameStop is they are having a midnight release if that's where you want to get it. But I'd have to say that them partnering with the code is not hot. But however, what you got out of it, the Madden 10 demo, with slower game speed, better visuals, and some new buttons, is definitely hot. So, let's get ready for the Madden 10 launch, community. This could be our biggest year yet. Thank you for tuning in to Madden Bible presents This Week in Madden Week 1. Have a great weekend. I'm ZFarls, signing off.